The Empower Chat Special Edition 2023 for Women's History Month featuring Tara Culbertson. Do you feel empowered in your community?
I do feel empowered in my community. I feel like our customers are so appreciative and they participate in our programs. And I think they've also supported me personally in my career, and I guess it feels really good to feel valued and to feel like I can give back.
What makes you feel empowered?
I think I have benefited from so many generations of strong women before me. And I think back to my mom being an executive, when I was a child growing up and working in an office where she experienced a lot of sexism and really had to continue again and again to prove herself in her field. And I saw that, and so I've seen the opposite side and how difficult things can be. And I just feel like I've been very fortunate. I think the U.S. military really goes out of its way to push equality and to make us feel like you can do as much as you want if you're willing to work hard and if you're willing to be a team player. So I feel very empowered by where I work, the community that I work in, and by the women that cleared the way for me.
Do you have any advice that you feel would empower other women?
I would say to other women to try things. Get out and take some risks. Do the work. Be prepared. Read up. Learn about what you're interested in. And then show up and don't be afraid to ask for help. So many people have helped me along the way. If I was willing to humble myself and say, I don't know this, but I'm interested and I would like to be involved in this. And I think women will help each other. Thank you for also letting me pitch another thing that's been empowering for me and that I encourage other women in this community to get involved with: roller derby. Now, you probably remember from Saturday morning TV watching roller derby and thinking, ooh, that's so violent, or I haven't roller skated since I was in the 6th grade. No. Anyone can do this, literally. If you have never roller skated, you will be up on skates within the first few days, I promise you. So we are always looking for people to join. We're called the Zama Killer Katanas, and we do have a Facebook page. Just search for us and come out. We're always looking for new people, and new people are welcome. Anytime someone asks me, like, I know I won't be good enough, but I might be interested in learning or trying out, and I'm like, girl, you're in. Everyone is in. It's a really fun, but also very empowering environment. That's another way to empower women.
What is your personal story that pushed you into empowerment?
So I am the oldest child in my family, and my parents are both educators. My dad was a principal, my mom a librarian, and so growing up I was an only child until I was 11, and then I had some more siblings after that. But during that time I got very interested in 4-H, and I can honestly say I would not be where I am today without 4-H. It pushed me to get comfortable with public speaking, pushed me to be part of a group, learn to run for office, to be an officer in your 4-H club. And I got to go on trips around the country and experience a little bit of what college life would be like, going to stay in a dorm, going to educational sessions. And I just thought that was so fun, so interesting, so challenging. And especially when you're in middle school, high school, there are cliques. Whereas 4-H kind of provided me a world outside of that, and showed me what, those cliques kind of don't matter after school, after high school. You realize that there's a whole other thing outside that. And so getting to participate in that and going on all of these adventures with that group really opened up a whole world for me. When I got to college and I later decided to major in recreation, I didn't realize that 4-H was recreation. I didn't use that word with it. And so what is recreation other than self-care? Developing yourself, making new friends, finding ways to socialize and learn new skills. And so recreation, I had been doing all those things in 4-H or as a lifeguard. I just wasn't using that word for it. And so I know so many people go to school and then end up working not in the field that they got their degree in. I actually do work in my field of recreation, and I love it. Some of the best things that I learned in college in those recreation classes were, for example, I took a class on diving, and there was an Olympic coach that taught the class. And so this was like platform and springboard diving. And he said, I'm going to teach you 9 dives during this semester, and if you attempt all of them, you will get an A. You know, nothing separates you from the Olympic divers other than, you know, athletic ability and grace. But he said diving is not about that. You could do all those same dives, maybe not as well as them, but you can do them. Diving is about fear. And if you can overcome your fear of hitting the board, of hitting the water, of, you know, being in front of a crowd, you can accomplish almost anything. And those were some of those important life skills and life lessons through recreation. So I'm pretty tickled that I work in that field that I chose all those years ago in university. And I think sometimes life hands you, you know, little opportunities like that. You didn't call it that, or you didn't think that you know, that class in diving was ever going to lead to anything. But if you open up just enough to try things like that, I just think life will find a way to help you and take you on some pretty cool adventures. So I've been very fortunate. My absolute passion in my work is developing other people, developing future leaders and directors. And I've benefited from that so much. So I'm really, I'm pumped, I'm honored to be able to do that and to help other people come up. That's all.